Alright, hello and welcome back. Well then, the new update has arrived. That means the new characters have arrived alongside the new story. And of course, as you know me, I absolutely love and I absolutely enjoyed this game's storyline. It was so far excellent. Well, I kind of forgot that they usually like to do these intro cutscenes, so kind of got caught by surprise here. Well, that was very nice. Okay. So that's the new boss. Okay, well, the long-awaited Luna finally arrived as a boss, and most likely in the next update as a potentially playable character that I will get. Alright, well, that's a very interesting and a very nice event design there. Okay, so that's the cutscene. Okay, nice. Well, I think it will be time to jump in the main storyline. Now this is, for my surprise, another side chapter. Now, I did hear rumors that this should be a main story chapter, but it turns out it is the next extra chapter. I am not complaining, of course. I was waiting for this update. A lot of people were waiting for this update, and we finally did get the update, and of course the new characters that I will be playing as in a moment. Now, it is very interesting that I think this whole side story will include all of the two new characters, and of course the third part of this main story will be including, I think, also a important, I think not a character to be exact, not a playable character at least, but I think the third part might be one of the best parts that they make. We will see, of course there is still time to find out, but this will be the first part. Now this is the new character that we did get, a new playable character, a A-class character that uses fists, or should I say uses gauntlets as the primary weapon. People did expect, and people were really glad that we did get a fighting class character. That's actually a thing that I was waiting for a very long time now. Now, the first rumors that were floating around about this character began, I think, around, if I'm not mistaken, it has to be Eternal Engine, because that's when we did see, I think, a preview of a character that uses fists as the primary weapon, and that was one of the things that did kind of show us that a character like this was in the works. I find it though very interesting that it took them, I think, 5 months to release this character, but of course I am not complaining. I was quite excited for this, and well, I'll be finally playing this character. Now for the other character, as you will see later on, it is a compositor, which means it is the same character type, or should I say same class as the previous 3 S-class. And now, of course, I know everyone is kind of excited to play that character, and I am happy to announce that I did get the character. They are mostly very easy to get. People did tell me that you need at least 10 pulls to get the character, which is nice, of course, very nice, because they are new characters, and new characters should be easy to get. Okay, well, I have to say, the background, the map design so far has me curious. Let's see what this will be all about. And the loading screen is also very interesting. Okay, there we go. That's the new character. Okay, well, I have to say that's a interesting map design. So let's see how this character plays. Now keep in mind, this is literally the first time that I play the character, so keep in mind I might make some mistakes with the combos, because at the moment I don't know all the combos with this character, but of course, you know me, I will practice when I get the character, and I will most likely play the character very often. But now let's focus on the story. Let's see what will happen. Okay, well this is a big map. Very nice. Okay, what is this? A grappling hook. Oh, nice. Well, this is a pleasant surprise. Did not expect to see this at all. Well, this now feels like a... It feels like a open world. Are they trying to hint on a possible open world in the future? Well, I mean, knowing these developers, a open world is absolutely within the boundaries of consideration. I would be definitely exciting. I'd be definitely excited to see a open world made by these developers. I think that might be finally a open world done right, but we will see. Okay, well, I have to admit, this character does have a lot of combos that I do have to play around with, and of course I have to experiment with them to know all of the combos. So far I have to say this character is quite, well, not quite totally complicated to play. You just need to remember all the combos that the character has, which at the moment I don't know all combos, because literally this is the first time that I actually played the character. So when I get the character, I'll definitely have to do some research on, well, not research, but I have to do some practice to get to, well, to actually learn to play the character. Okay, interesting. Why do I feel like I'm about to get cornered in this, on this bridge? Well, the stage ended, so... Okay, well, I have to say so far I do like how the character plays. I have to say the character definitely has a lot of moves that I do want to see how all of them... I want to see how all of these moves work. Now, is this a hangman? Oh my god, if that's a hangman, then I'm about to have a very bad day. I haven't fought the hangman in a while. And if this is another class of hangman, then I am in big trouble, because, oh man, if the new enemies are even near as lethal and dangerous as the enemies that were released a couple updates ago, then this will be a very interesting stage. Now I also am very curious to see Luna in action. That character is one of the characters that I think a lot of players was excited about, and they're definitely going to be excited to play that character. Now, once she will be released, I have absolutely no idea. My personal expectation is maybe in a update or two, but of course that's just speculation. As we all know, Alpha was also a boss first, and then Alpha was released as a character. Same can be potentially said about Luna. Now, what class will that character be? I have absolutely no idea. I really hope that she is not a compositor, because I want to use Luna in the same team as Alpha. And of course, as you know, you can't use compositors and ordinary structures in the same team. But at the same time, we do have two compositors at the moment. That means one more is missing for a full team. So Luna being a compositor is also a possibility. So we are going to find that out, I guess, very soon. But first, I'm also curious about the boss. How difficult will the boss battle be? I mean, this is Punishing Grey Raven that we're talking about. This game is known for very, very difficult bosses. And I can already tell you, Luna might be a tough boss. We will see. I mean, if it is a very difficult boss, I am all in for that because I absolutely love the boss battles in this game. They are, so far, they have been done perfectly fine. And of course, a lot of people enjoy them. A lot of people that I know do rage. I do rage, but I still love the boss battle because the boss battle was supposed to be hard and it was supposed to be challenging. And as such, I am absolutely not going to complain if Luna is a difficult boss, but of course we will see. I do expect her to be a very powerful boss. But again, we will find that out very soon. Okay, let's go on to the next stage. Now, the first map that I did play here, I have to admit, it felt like a open world map. Definitely, I do expect from these developers to give a very good, very detailed open world map sometime in the future. After all, I think it was maybe first or second beta test that we've ever had for this game. In the game description that the developers did give us, they said that the final product of the game, when of course most of the game content is already made, the game should be around 6 to around 9 to even 10 around 10 gigs in size. So I do expect the open world to be a big update in overall physical size of the game. Now at the moment I am not quite sure how much storage this game takes. I think it is around maybe 3.6, maybe even 4 gigs, but I am not quite sure. I have to actually check that out. But even 4 gigabytes, it is not too much memory used. If you consider how detailed the game is, I have to admit they did a fantastic job. Now, speaking of details, they did my apologies. They did increase the graphics in this update by a substantial amount. Now, one of the problems that I'm talking about here is for some phones, especially phones that do have a high resolution display, the game used to lower the overall game texture a lot on the high settings. Well, in most cases, the other settings were fine. And I think now when I think about it, I even think in my case that I was also kind of affected by the bug, but I didn't seem to notice that much of a difference. But with this update, I have to admit, the game looks a lot sharper, the game looks overall a lot better, and the game is also smoother, which is a very interesting topic, because so far I have to admit I did play this game on, I think, on at least 3 different devices. this game is actually still smooth on these older devices. Even on maximum settings, this game, even on maximum settings, this game actually is still very smooth, which is nice. And of course, that is a rarity today, but that's fine. Okay, let's see. Now, I have to admit, these developers do put a lot of work into the game optimization. For them, I think not even a single frame drop is considered acceptable, and they are working to deliver the highest game performance with each upcoming version update. This game can even run smooth on, I think even Snapdragon 660 can run this game on medium settings smooth without much of a problem. But of course, I don't have a Snapdragon 660 for this to actually test that out, but if my 2015 flagship can run this, then I think those phones can run them as well. And of course, I say that because I do push the game on 1440p on that phone for good screenshots, for overall to enjoy the game's beauty, which I have to say, the game looks actually very good on a high resolution display. They actually do support even 4K displays, which is very impressive. At the moment, sadly, I don't have a 4K display on a phone to test that out. Hopefully, very soon there are going to be phones out that do catch my attention and that do have such high resolution displays, just to see how the game would look like on these panels, because I think that the game does support 4K, that the game does have 4K textures. Okay, well, this cutscene became long. I think after this cutscene it's going to be a playable stage, which makes me very curious about the final boss that will be in this first part of this extra story. Okay, now I think also the second part might be a lot more interesting, because the second part will have, I think it will have a, you will see. I at the moment I kind of can't describe it because I can't find the words for it at the moment. But I think the second part is the part that I did enjoy the most, gameplay wise, mostly because I did play the second new character, and of course I did like the overall maps. I also did like the overall story behind it, which is, by the way, done very well. I absolutely enjoyed the way that they did make the story. But when I talk about the story-wise, the third part might be the best one, and I'm not gonna spoil anything. I'll just leave that when I actually upload the third part. Okay, well, I guess time to jump in another playable stage here. Okay. Well, that's very nice design. I'm back on the bridge, I think. Yep, I am. Okay, that's good. Alright, well, let's jump in. Now, these new enemies have well, actually, they're not quite new. They're modified, or should I say boosted, enemies that we did have before. And as boosted enemies, they are quite faster, actually. Now, this character, overall, for me, it will take some time to get used to the 0.5 second delay upon evasion. That's something that I have to get used to. Each of the characters does have a different evasion. Okay, looks like I have to chase this. Okay, well, looks like I have to chase that machine down. Time to use the grappling hook. That's a very okay, well, this map is actually big. Oh my god, did not expect this. Did not expect this. Okay, well, back at this location that I was at before. Time to take the okay, well, I got actually surrounded there for a moment. Very nice. Time to use the ultimate. Okay, well, my apologies for the missed combo there. That's my fault there. Absolutely my fault there. Alright, well, very nice. Okay, well, I'm doing a good job so far. Well, that wasn't a good job for me. I got hit. I lost almost. Oh my god, I'm actually almost dead. What the hell? Well, that's punishment reward for you. You blink at the wrong second and you can say goodbye to half of your health bar. Okay. Okay, well, that's a big cannon that boss is wielding. Couple more hits left. Couple more hits. There we go. That was nice. Okay. The boss has been defeated. That was actually very interesting. Okay. Okay. Well, that was nice. A mini boss battle at the end. Very good. Speaking of the bosses, I don't know how Luna will be as a boss in terms of her attacks and that stuff. So I guess I'll have to wait out and see when the character gets released. Okay, well, let's see. But this stage was actually very nice. I did enjoy this stage a lot. They did again a good job. Now that map, though, I have to say, it is a kind of a open world demo. That's how I experienced it, because it does have open world mechanics, which again is hinting at the point that they're probably working on a open world map. Now, since soon the game will be 1 year old, the first anniversary of the game will be next month. It will be very interesting to see what will they do for the anniversary. I'm very curious, actually. We all know the Nier Automata event is around the corner. It was announced a couple months ago, and I am sure that they are preparing for that event ever since they did announce it. That will be, by the way, a very big thing, a very big event that I think might be coming right upon the first anniversary of the game. Again, I'll be paying close attention to that. I'm also very excited for that event, and they might be even releasing some form of a open world for the Nier Automata anniversary. It will be interesting to see if they actually decide to do that. If they do that, that would be very, very interesting. I also do expect a event that will include these structures and the Nier Automata characters, which I think will be interesting. The main thing is, are the polygons going to be on the right place? That's the most important question, because the polygons in Nier Automata did have a very important part of the game, and I think most of you absolutely know what I'm talking about here. Okay, well, jokes aside, um, I am very curious to see what the developers will manage to deliver for the Nier Automata collaboration event. Now, what the hell was that? For a second, I thought that I was playing Destiny. These two characters look like Destiny armor. Now, that game is one of the games that I did want to play, but unfortunately, my computer is not made for that game. So until I actually get a proper computer for that, I cannot play the game. But once I get a proper computer up and running, I'll definitely do attempt to play Destiny. That game is one of the games that I did want to play for a very long time. Okay, well, looks like the main character here is actually practicing. Okay, well, that's nice. That's very nice. That means I should be preparing myself for a boss battle. That's usually what happens in these types of games. Oh man, well, I think I already also know what boss I'll be fighting. I can bet that I'll be fighting the new Hangman, because I know that these developers like to put such bosses in the game, and of course I will have to fight that boss. Okay, let's see what will happen. And of course I do see that it will be the end of the first part soon. Now, I do plan to make this a 3-part for this new chapter, mostly because at the moment there are three main sequences, should I say, for this story. And my throat is giving up on me because this is the third or fourth video that I did do today, so that's gonna be fun. Alright, well, let's jump in the next stage. Let's see what will happen. I'm very curious to see the boss battle. Oh my god, I feel that I will be killed by the Hangman over here. Let's see if that ends up being the case. I hope not, but again, everything is possible. It is Punishing Grey Raven after all, and this game can and will surprise a lot of people. So, and also something that just popped up in my mind when I talked about a surprise. I really hope that we get some news about the global version of the game. I mean, it is confirmed that they will be making a global version of the game. It just needs a date. When will they plan? When they're planning to make a open beta? When they're planning to make a release date? So I guess it will be very interesting to see what will happen. Okay, let's see, where do I have to go? I have to follow I guess, the clues. The next one, the third one, on the bridge. I don't like this. I don't like being on a bridge. It feels like I'm about to get, or not. Well, okay. What happened here? That's the question. Seems like someone, well, actually, that's, yeah, someone was actually killed here. Okay, well, that's a, I think I do know where I have to go now. I have to go on the balcony. I'm up. Oh, okay, well, it's, Actually, I was okay. Well, actually, my instincts were correct. Okay. Oh my god! I knew it. I told you. I told you that was something that. Yep, it is the hangman. All right. Well, good luck to me. Hopefully, my suffering will not be too long. Ultimate engaged. Okay. Let's see what will happen. This thing is tanky, and I should be paying more attention to the enemy moves than on the enemy health bar, because if I pay attention to the health bar, I will die. As okay, well, I did take a massive hit there. Okay, well, that was. I am getting slowly salty because I am getting destroyed by the hangman again. Well, that's what I get for not fighting the hangman in a while. I forgot all the moves that these bosses can do. I am left on 3.5 thousand health. That's not a good sign, but the boss is going down soon, hopefully. And where did the boss go? Okay, what the hell is this? Is the boss about to execute me? Yep, the boss is about to execute me. Okay, well, let's... Wait, what? Oh my god, I supposed to tap on that. Are you... Oh well, GG. I was supposed to tap on that, but I didn't. Alright, well, that was a very... Wait, what? Wait, what? It keeps on going even after I died? Alright, well, is this a alternative ending, or does the game continue on even after I get killed by the hangman? Interesting. Very interesting, I have to admit. Okay. Well, since we are nearing the end of the first part, I have to say a very, very good surprise. A very good story so far, and overall a very good update. I absolutely am impressed again by what these developers did deliver. Well, when I return next time, I am going to be playing the second part of this event. And well, I hope that you enjoyed. Stay safe, and I'll see you next time.